Hi, my name is Louisa. I will be the host today. Um, for this talk, we have Ailin Fan, a senior data scientist at Shopify, and she will be presenting on data informed email journeys. So, without further ado, let's get started.
Thank you, Lisa. Thank you very much for having me here. I'm very excited to share my work on data-informed email nurture journeys at Shopify and effective lessons we learned along the way. So first, let me tell you a little bit about Shopify. Shopify helps entrepreneurs go from just an idea to thriving, fully scalable businesses. Our mission is to make commerce better for everyone. So no matter you want to host a fancy online store for your business, or try to figure out how to process payments, or how to ship your product to customers, Shopify provides you with all the tools you need to start, manage, and grow your business. And beyond that, you can integrate Shopify apps to your platform to fully tailor your store to meet your business needs. And you can also get help from Shopify experts to unblock your businesses. Shopify has so far powered millions of businesses in over 175 countries on our platform. However, starting a business of any kind is hard. You may be struggling to come up with a solid business idea, or having a hard time to build a brand, or just cannot get funding for your business. The list goes on and on. At Shopify, we provide many tools to help merchants get their business effectively off the ground. We provide free tools for users to run their businesses. We have different marketing channels to better reach our customers. We also have Shopify blog articles and podcasts, YouTube videos that give you fresh content to help you start a business. And we also have email channels to keep in touch with our customers and educate them about all aspects of entrepreneurship. In all these aspects, we are leveraging our scale of data to inform decisions and enable merchants to start and grow their business on Shopify. For example, we create a data-informed business name generator to name their businesses and build an intelligent ad tech platform to help people effectively join Shopify. And for today, I'm going to talk specifically about how we use data to inform email nurture journeys. So what an email journey would look like for our users? This is one example. A user can start with searching how to start a business online and then land on one of the Shopify blog articles. And from there, the user finds the article very helpful and would love to get more by subscribing to our email list. Then they will receive emails from us on a regular cadence with business tips and resources in each email. This is just an example of one email journey, and at every step, data can help answer questions and build a better email journey for our users. For example, when the user first subscribes to our email list, we may be interested in what brings you here and what topics are you interested in. And in terms of email itself, we might want to ask, are you comfortable with receiving 2 emails per week? Or for the email contents, we may want to ask, are we sending the most relevant content to you? So with all these questions that data can help answer, how do we use data to inform email journeys at Shopify? You've probably seen this data science hierarchy of needs. It shows you the tools you can use at different levels in data science, from data collection at the very bottom to complex AI and deep learning models at the very top. While hierarchies like this can serve as helpful guides, at Shopify, we think it slightly differently. We create our own data science hierarchy of needs to reflect different ways our data science team creates impact. Here, we don't emphasize a specific data tool to use at each level, and we don't have a tendency of prioritizing more advanced solutions over simpler ones. All these different aspects of data science needs will all eventually influence the direction of our business. And today I'm going to talk about 3 data technologies we use to provide a data-informed email journey. Reporting on how we describe data. Experiments on how we use data findings to prescribe action. And modeling on how we build data products to influence the business. And also I'd like to mention that all these will have to be built upon a strong data foundation, such as good data instrumentation or data ETL to get clean data. This is a very critical foundation to any data-informed decision-making, which itself is a very big topic, but I'm not going to cover that in today's talk. So first, I'm going to talk about reporting. Reporting is probably the most straightforward way to contribute to data-informed decisions. Just use data to present what is happening. At Shopify, we build dashboards for this purpose. For example, we want to know how many emails enter our email funnel, or how frequent we send out emails, or how our users are engaged with our emails. Just knowing these metrics and how they evolve over time can uncover lots of opportunities for us to improve our email programs. We also build dashboards to answer data-related questions, like how often do users interact with emails, or what's the performance for each cohort group. This type of reporting typically provides deep dive analysis to understand a particular business aspect. And this deeper understanding of our user behaviors can again influence our business strategy to develop a better program. All this sounds easy so far. Just get the data, make the chart to answer the questions. However, oftentimes we see dashboards fail. It could be that dashboards have too much information on them and they all become noises to our users. Or it could be that a dashboard tries to serve too many roles and becomes hard for each user to find relevant information. Or it could be the other problem. Dashboards have too little information and the user cannot find the answers on that dashboard. All these issues have the same underlying problem, which is the information is not organized according to a consistent and logical framework. We all know that there's no one-size-fits-all approach to design a dashboard, and we have to be very clear about how the dashboard will be used in order to follow the best practice to design a dashboard. And towards that, we have a framework where we categorize our dashboard into 3 different types. The first type of dashboard is a status dashboard. These dashboards provide high-level metric status covering a specific area. We can use status dashboards to answer questions like, is everything on track? Is there anything I need to respond right now? Or are we achieving our goals? These dashboards are set to run on auto schedule, and it takes no input from a user. And the purpose of this dashboard is clear: to understand high-level status and flag anything that may need attention. So anyone who wants to understand what's going on in this area can get a very clear picture from this type of dashboard. The second type of dashboard is a self-serve dashboard that runs on demand with user-specific parameters. These dashboards are highly flexible and are designed to dig deeper into an area of interest. The audience of this type of dashboards are typically people who work in this area day in and day out, and always need to go deeper to understand all the details before taking actions. For example, for our email programs, we have a self-serve email campaign dashboard that allow marketers to go into the details of every aspect of an email campaign. This level of detail is not needed for the status dashboard, but it's suitable for a self-serve dashboard. And the third type of dashboard is static analysis dashboards. These static dashboards cover a specific date range and population and are designed to tell a story about a specific problem. Deep dive analysis typically falls under this category. So this type of dashboards help us structure our dashboards in a more organized way. And beyond that, what's more important is to build an ecosystem of these dashboards. We know that a single dashboard cannot answer all the questions, and interlinking different dashboards can provide a full picture about what is going on so that people have a clear idea about where to find a specific information they need. Next, I'm going to talk about experiments. So controlled experiments, also called A/B tests, are used heavily by tech companies to test almost everything. Experiments has been one of the most powerful data tools to assess the value of an idea. Through randomization and rigorously testing and evaluating the results from different variants, we get higher confidence in established causality from data from experiments. However, there are many requirements in order to run a useful and successful experiment. For example, the experiment unit has to be randomized with no interference. And also, we need a large enough sample size in order to infer statistically meaningful results. And one of the hard parts when setting up an experiment is to define the right metric to measure success. In a data-informed organization, metrics are used widely across organizations to get alignment on objectives. And these organizational metrics are good candidates to measure an experiment. So first, we have North Star metrics, or the goal metrics that reflects what you care most about. For example, for email programs, we care most about how effective these email programs are in nurturing the users and helping them start their business with Shopify. So conversion rate would be our North Star metric. Next, we have operational metrics. These metrics are indirect metrics that indicate what success looks like. Compared to North Star metrics, operational metrics are typically shorter-term, fast-moving metrics, and it allows teams to know whether a project is moving the needle with as little delay as possible. For example, for our email programs, it can take time for a user to convert, so conversion rate itself may not give us an immediate signal, while email open rates and click-through rates are good operational metrics that give us early indicators of how email programs are doing. And lastly, we have guardrail metrics. These are metrics that ensure we move towards success with the right balance and without violating important constraints. For example, retention rate can be one of our guardrail metrics to ensure that we get high-quality merchants. And beyond that, at Shopify, we built an experiment platform with all the core features we need to run experiments. We have a centralized randomization tool to randomize units into different groups. We also have a centralized dashboard to host all our experiment results, so you can easily learn from past experiments and iterate on that. This platform also provides out-of-the-box analytic tools like power analysis, sample ratio mismatch detection that can help you analyze the experiment results in a much faster way. This platform makes the overhead of running an experiment very small, and we can truly scale our experiments to test and evaluate every business idea with a data-informed approach. Lastly, I'm going to talk about modeling. So modeling is a very general term. It can be a forecasting model of the revenue or a clustering model to group products into meaningful categories. But the purpose of all these different types of models is to leverage the scale of the data we have to create a data product that influences our merchants directly. Here we want to put the power of data back into our merchants' hand and use data models to create new experiences for them. For example, for our email programs, we want to build a recommendation system to tailor the messages we send to our users so that they can get the most needed information to get their business effectively off the ground. Modeling itself is a huge topic, and depending on the context and problems, the modeling techniques or challenges will be very different. Here, I'm not going to talk about the model in details, but rather I like to talk about an important step to complete the life cycle from raw data to a real data product, which is the machine learning platform. We need scalability and replicability to build a trustworthy data product. And this leads us to develop a machine learning system that can help us automate the process from the data cleaning to the final data product. So the machine learning models are in the core modeling layer, but there are more upstream and downstream layers built around this. From the data we have in our data warehouse, we need to create features and response for our problem. One golden rule in data science world is garbage in, garbage out. We all know how crucial it is to have high quality features in order to make the results reliable. And then we get to the modeling layer. We use all the different modeling tools to build a model. And once we are satisfied with the model we build, we need to build out this utility layer. It contains components that are not directly relevant to the actual machine learning problem, but are essential to a machine learning platform. For example, one component is workflow management. So we get new data every day, and every time we have new data, we need to generate new features, prepare a new data set, and perhaps train a new model. Imagine how likely it is going to make a mistake if we need to do all this manually. That's why we need a workflow management to automate the whole process. Here at Shopify, we use Apache Airflow to manage a flow and can figure out the dependency between jobs and trigger jobs as data flows in. Last but not least is the post-deployment layer. A machine learning project does not end when the model is put into production. We still need to monitor model performance in order to pinpoint any performance decay, and the feedback goes back to our data science team to update the model. So this is the whole picture of a machine learning platform. And with this platform, we're now able to turn terabytes of data into actionable insights with real-world impact. That's all for today's talk. Thank you so much for listening.
All right. So it looks like We don't have any questions in the chat. If anyone has questions, feel free to add them to the Q&A. And also, but yeah, thank you for your talk. It was really good. Nice, really appreciated it. Here, I just posted your email in the chat for everybody in case they have questions. Just want to contact you afterwards. Oh, there's a question. What tools do you use to create dashboards at Shopify?
Yeah, so at Shopify, we mainly use Mode Analytic, a third-party tool to create dashboards. And sometimes we also use Tableau to create dashboards.
Oh yeah, I love Tableau. It can be a little buggy sometimes though.
Yeah.
Okay. Oh no. Oh, there's another question. Sorry, wrong one. Just curious, what methods have been used to figure out the time to send the email to customers?
Yeah, that's a very good question. I guess I want to unpack a little bit. So in order to understand, I guess this question trying to understand what's the best time to send out emails to customers. I think there are several aspects to it. First is that we can look at our data retrospectively to analyze what's the frequency we should send out emails for user to have higher engagement rate. So that's one thing. Just look at historical data and see how the performance looks like in the past. And second, of course, we can leverage our experiment tool to test out how frequent or what's the best time to send out emails. So that's definitely another very powerful tool just to test it out if you don't have any theory behind which will perform best. Yeah, I think those are two suggestions I would give finding the best time to send out emails.
All right then. I guess if no one else has any more questions, thank you guys for coming. You all. Thank you, Ailin, for your talk. Great job. Have a nice day, everybody, and enjoy the conference. Bye.
Thank you. Bye.